Oh, buddies, here we go. Barn burner on a Monday here in the studios, the Tower Chrysler studios. Tower Chrysler, Calgary's favorite Tower Chrysler dealer of all the Tower Chryslers in town. This one, number one, voted number one by all Tower Chrysler people.
Are you stoned, or you got glasses on? What's going on here?
I don't know what do you mean.
You got glasses on. You never sunglasses.
Well, I have to wear glasses.
Usually wear old man glasses, not sunglasses.
Oh yeah, I guess I am, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking pretty suave, I gotta be honest.
Well, I was thinking just kind of shaking it up. You know, some people will get a haircut or to change the way they dress or whatever.
You know what it is? This is Miami vibes. Look at the blue.
It is, yeah.
That could have fit in on, Panthers All-Star Weekend. Shades.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
Which way to the beach? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's old age, I think.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's why you look so cool?
Because yeah. And, I mean, how good do I look, right? A very fashion conscious guy that I am, you know.
It's a nice color on you.
It really is, yeah. I don't know, man.
Breathtaking.
Friggin' eyes.
I thought, didn't you have laser beams in your eyes for
and you know what? It's been all downhill. It's all been downhill since then because my eyesight is completely shot. I went out for dinner with the woman that I live with the other night.
Roommate.
She had to read me the goddamn menu because I didn't have my glasses. Now am I that guy? Now I got to carry glasses with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
You got your friggin' phone out to turn on the light, and then I need somebody to. Well, what is it? What does it come with? What's on there?
Who are the young people in the corner with the flashlight and the cheaters?
So anyway, I feel like what they've done is they've taken my eyeballs and done one of these with it, right? Like I'm friggin' concussed or something. Mm-hmm. And now the things are too big and it's too much light getting in. And got to be on video, stupid YouTube. Now it's too goddamn bright.
Yeah.
God forbid I wear my eyeglasses to read. Then it's like I'm burning ants in my... It's no good.
He's just looking into the sun with magnifying glasses.
Other than that, though, feeling pretty good.
Right.
How's the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's it feels like it's about time here we get playing some hockey again. I had that rigmarole, whatever they're calling that goaltender shooting here, and then hey, you got to go into the dunk tank there. That was kind of rolling all weekend, and it's like
NHL also.
Yeah, I'm ready for the real where you try. Yeah. That's going to be a fun one to watch again.
So you watched?
It was just on. My kids are really into it. Like they're 7. This is the age. And for all the old people that are like, you know, grown adults whining about the All-Star format, like it's kind of not about you. Hate to break it to you.
Yeah, that's
because the kids were dialed. They're loving it. And they're like, I don't even know how they win this, but like, yes, go this guy. That's McDavid. Yo. And, you know, then they go back to the beach, which is clearly shot 5 hours earlier. I mean, it's a nightmare for an adult to consume, but kids fucking loved it.
And imagine if you were a kid that lived there.
Oh,
this is, you know, what we're going to talk about. I'm going on Stupid Walker's show today.
Oh boy.
No, we'll talk about the All-Star game. I'm like, I didn't watch a friggin' second of it.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Yeah.
Well, then I'll rant about it and we can talk about whatever. It's okay. Then you rant about it.
Are we ready to be outraged about the All-Star game?
It's just so... The NHL awards. Oh, they suck. The All-Star game. Yeah. Well, it sucks. The Pro Bowl. It's... Yeah. We get it.
They all suck.
They all suck.
Stop lying about it.
Yeah.
They're supposed to suck.
Major League Baseball All-Star Game is the only one that should be able to be close.
It's close, and even they found a way to screw it up with the tie that one year at Uncle Bud's place in Milwaukee. Yeah. But yeah, generally speaking, that's the only game where you can't just half-ass it and not play defense.
Yeah. And I guess, I can't. Did you see what happened?
How dare they?
If say you're Johnny Geico, and your company Geico is a sponsor, and they wheel you out there. It's like, hey, you know
what? The name of the Gecko?
Yeah, it's Johnny Geico.
Johnny Gecko.
So Johnny Geico gets some VIP seating, and hey, Connor McDavid. Hey, look at this. Whoever else was there? Alex Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Actually, he did go this time, right?
He was there with his kid.
Yeah. You'd probably feel like, yeah, I had fun. I'll probably re-up next year. You're going to wine me and dine me and put me in the suite and the whole thing. That's what it's for.
Never mind the little geckos.
Yeah.
That drag along.
And the kids,
be fired up.
It's for the kids. If you're over the age of 17 and you're bitching about it, you're
going to have to ask Walker, like, how little is going on in his life that he was in on a weekend afternoon watching this.
I don't need to ask him. I'm aware of how little is going on in his life.
Like if we're critiquing things for kids, like I want to see your notes on Blue's Clues as well. Like Jesus,
I'm telling you, it's a sad story. If I had the sad music,
I'd
be spinning that.
Anyway, so the kids like that, and nothing too crazy. Didn't get too bombed. Didn't stay too sober. Just kind of right down the middle.
Yeah, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I never worry about you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I pulled a good one. I pulled a real good one this week.
Pulled a good one, eh?
Yeah, this weekend. Saturday, a 2-banger, a practice and a game for my daughter and her ringette thing.
You teased me saying 2-banger there. I thought I knew where you were going.
No. I'm stupid, eh? So I live my life on a 24-hour thing.
Yeah, one day at a time.
I can't go. What are you doing? What Wednesday? Here's what I got today. You look in the phone. Okay, I can handle that today. What's tomorrow? I'll look tonight.
Yeah, tomorrow's for tomorrow. I see how your brain works.
So I get into Saturday. I know we got a early practice, and then a game in the afternoon. Road game. We're traveling. We got to go. It's a road game.
Yeah.
So the woman that I live with, what time do we need to leave to get to that game? It's like, well, okay. Chestermere, if we go this way, we'll leave a little after 3:00.
Is she asking you to do math on the fly here? This is not.
No, it's just what time do we need to leave? This is almost as good though.
Okay.
What time do we have to leave? I'll leave a little after 3:00. Okay, yeah. Game was in Strathmore.
Oh, that's
Strathmore, not Chestermere. Just so you know.
Now it's kind of on the way.
It's kind of right, like it's a town that way.
You're definitely not there.
No, further.
Like how much further?
I don't know.
20, 30?
It's no. When you're doing 120, 130, you get there quicker.
Yeah, when you're trying to break the land speed record.
That's right.
You move.
Because she's like, I'll put it in the Google thing here, and we'll. Okay, fair enough. I'm like, I don't remember going this way to Chestermere. It's weird. Why we're. And then it hits me.
We're not in Chestermere.
It's Strathmore.
Yeah.
We're going to Strathmore.
Did Bo Levi also own a sprawling estate in Strathmore, in Strath Vegas? Is that why you got the confused?
I guess Benny Heebs. Isn't Benny Bear? Isn't he in Strathmore?
I don't know.
Or no, he's Chestermere. Or are they both? I don't know. I can't keep up. See, I don't know.
The royalty of the Riviera there. They got on the lake. Ooh,
do we want to turn these bad boys off?
Should be off every day.
Yeah.
Just more light. Trying to F with your eyes here.
Maybe that's why I need the sunglasses today, because my
no, those ones aren't really in your eyes. They're just making your hair look like it's on fire.
And give one of them. Oh, no.
Hey,
how's that? Is that better?
It's a little darker now. All right.
So anyway, that was that. Wheeled out to Strathmore.
How tight was the car to puck drop turnaround? Because that can be a little bit stressful for the young goalkeepers in your life, I'm sure.
Well, we made up good time.
Yeah.
And the little lady decided she wanted to play out on Saturday. So she was out.
So the backup one.
So the other. Well, it's not even that.
They alternate?
Don't get me going on ringette. You want to?
No, I'm good. I don't want to hear more.
Okay.
All I know is you got a huge check because your kid played net. That's unreal.
No.
You won $649.
No. Because that's part of it.
Oh.
I'll get into it if you want to get in.
No, I don't want to get into it.
Because there would have been.
You're not retiring on that ringette goalie money?
But because we were going to want the kid to play more because the rules are stupid, we said, no, we'll just stay here. And now it's post-Christmas and they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Kid hockey.
Kid sport.
Yeah.
I've got like there's two. Anyway, moving on.
You're trying to move on here. You can do it.
Moving on. Now, Rhett Warner, Florida, traveling.
Yeah, he's come back from the
Do any planes leave Miami on Sundays or just Mondays? How does that work?
I'm sure there's dailies, but I feel like it's a busy flight today.
Yeah.
You might want to get out on Sunday.
You may want to get out on Sunday.
That said, you probably only got in at about 7 a.m. on Sunday if you're rolling like Miami should roll.
But your kids got school on Mondays in Buffalo, or?
I'd assume so.
I'm just wondering because I don't know if maybe the airports and schools and everything's closed on.
It's probably a professional development day. You know how much Rhett loves those. Eh?
Anyway, so we were going to try and get him on the plane,
but he's in the air. I don't know.
Should I try and join the show from the plane?
The answer is yes. You should try.
So we go live to the plane with
off.
the Redster. Rhett,
your lens is covered.
Rhett, I believe you were at the game yesterday. I haven't heard from you, but I believe you were at the game. How was the All-Star game? Oh, maybe. So the skills competition. You were at the skills competition? No? How was that? All right. No Redster today.
Oh, it's fine.
No Redster today.
There is rumors of a Rhett appearance, though, today.
Is there?
Well, we're not going to go counting chickens, but
yeah, you don't do it.
I have confidence that Rhett will surface and be on your YouTubes sometime in the near future.
Are you talking about this show or the or Afterburner coming up this evening?
Talking about the massive
yeah
media conglomerate that is FlamesNation.
Do people know about Afterburner? I feel like we
talked about it a little, but we haven't really done some massive like hooray hurrah, let's go.
Because it was a big hooray hurrah when we launched this thing.
Oh, ticker tape parades downtown.
We have got a post-game show. Now, it's kind of one of those things. When does it start? How long is it live? It's not live. It's kind of one of those things. Here's what it is. If you're going to work the next day and you're like, I want to hear about the game last night. Yeah. You've already downloaded, maybe you've already listened to that day's Barn Burner. Mm-hmm. I need some fresh content from those idiots.
Yeah, like us farting around talking about your kid ringette and your bad laser eyeballs.
Yeah,
like
you'll
the Flames are going to play tonight.
That's
tomorrow morning, you might not want to hear about laser eyeballs. You might want to hear about Flames and Rangers.
Yeah. Well, then that's what Afterburner's for, because after the game, we go on, we do a little whoop-de-doo post-game, tell you how great this player was and how awful this other player was.
Yeah.
And then when you wake up in the next morning, you're on your way to work, man, that Barn Burner, they recorded it before the game. Oh, look at this. Fresh content for my drive to work.
And the key for this is, even if you're a night owl, maybe you drive a forklift in a warehouse or something, you can listen at night. It goes up at a relatively decent time after the game.
Sure it does, yeah.
But make sure you subscribe, and then you get the alerts when they're up.
Subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like 5
Subscribe
stars.
and like and tell your friends. If you like it. If you hate it, don't tell your friends.
Yeah. If you hate it, give us 5 stars.
How could you hate it?
And then just move along.
It's so great. It's really great.
It's good.
The logo is great.
I like it.
I'm not sure if the show's any good, but I really do like the logo.
It's very sportsy, I do have to say. Yeah.
It's too sportsy. Yeah,
I know.
Getting a bit of that. Yeah, I kind of like you guys. Sure, talk a lot about. You guys don't fart around as much as you used to.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we're not doing 90 minutes, or 2 hours, or 4, like in the old good old days. A lot of room for farting around there. This is a hard-hitting, serious piece of journalism that we're putting out.
This thing here.
The Afterburner, not this one. This one's a bit.
Well, no, I mean, people are saying, well, how come you guys don't? You guys used to do dumb shit all the time. How come you guys? Just give us
post game, man. Let us find our feet.
Calgary Flames game day. Get your helmet on. You mentioned what are they? They're on it's a road trip.
Yeah, New York Rangers. 4-gamer
in the Windy City tonight to take on the New York Rangers.
I looked at the forecast. I don't know that that's true.
On a 1-game win streak, Flames.
Yeah, a big one gamer.
1 gamer.
They won the second half of a back-to-back with travel against the division leader.
Mm-hmm.
Only one night after shitting their pants against the worst team in the league. Yeah.
Flames. Because that's the thing.
That's the season in a nutshell. It's like you flash this top end and then you completely fuck the dog against awful teams. What are you doing? Well, I guess the good news is this isn't a bottom dweller. So I don't even know what that means.
6-3-2 in their last 11 games.
They're still picking up points.
But that if you didn't watch any of those 11 games, you'd be like, oh, that's pretty good. Except don't lose to Chicago.
Don't lose
twice.
To Chicago. Twice. Oof. At least one was extra time, but still, good Lord.
Anyway.
Columbus, they had to scratch and claw. They needed OT to beat Columbus.
So does this feel like they're going to be able to turn the page? All of that stuff that you were hoping was going to happen, the lines are going to Huberdeau and Markstrom.
Pelletier's up at the line. We wanted him finally.
Everything that's been dogging them solved.
No, because they're going to Markstrom tonight. And until I see it, I don't believe that Markstrom is solved.
If you're watching on the YouTubes, there's a look at your roster for tonight. Jakob Pelletier, you mentioned, went down to the Wranglers at the start of the All-Star break. Yep. He was recalled along with Denny Gilbert prior to this road trip. And there is Jakob Pelletier.
J. Peltz.
Where everyone has been the gnashing of teeth, the hue and cry.
Well, I think it was just a glaring hole and/or like, could we try this swap, coach? And eventually he has, after what felt like a month and a half of second line Luch, which bless his heart, he's doing his best, but where he belongs is where he is now. At this juncture of his career, Milan Lucic is a bang and crash 11 to 13 minute fourth liner, is he not?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, he is.
Thank you, Daryl.
So Jakob Pelletier will be on the left side of the Kadri-Huberdeau line. Dubé with Lindholm and Toffoli remains intact. Backlund, Coleman, Mangiapane.
Line's been great, Dean.
It's been just fine. Lucic, Ruzicka, Lewis. I feel like today, as we sit here, if this is going to work out, this more or less is how it's going to get there.
Yeah, and I think you could probably, I would take a little time to debate, okay, if Richie's activated, does he come in versus another guy? Is Rooch your 13th forward? What about Walker-Deer? He's down right now. I mean, you could tell me you could swap some parts around the fourth line. I'm fine with that. But the key is all those top 9 guys, we either know are top 9 guys, or in the case of Pelletier, he profiles as a top 9 guy. At least these puzzle pieces look like they're in the right spot. Certainly the top 9, they look that way.
What does he have to do now to stay there? How much?
That line's going to start scoring.
How much rope?
Yep.
Before D. Sutz takes Jay Peltz and either puts him upstairs or out?
It's a good question. If he plays like he's played, I don't think you want to take him out. He's brought energy. He's gone hard to the net, and he's played with pace. And that's been something that's lacking. And I honestly would love to see, and we did in Seattle a bit, and we are now, some speed to the left of Kadri and Huberdeau could really open things up.
I agree. So there's what you're looking at. You mentioned Markstrom.
Yeah.
Going to be in the nets tonight.
What do you expect? It's been a tough year to guess what Jacob Markstrom's going to look like. I guess the rational data would tell you, don't expect the Flames to score a lot because he's been getting screwed in the front support department.
Yeah, it's uncanny. There's no way you can.
It's just a horrible coincidence, I believe.
Are they playing differently in front of Vladar than they are?
I was going to shoot it on net, but put it in the corner because Markstrom's in net. I don't think that's happening. You?
No. You feel like it's going to balance out at some point. There will be nights where Vladar probably deserves a better fate and doesn't get it, and then Markstrom will get some help on a night where he deserves it. I don't know.
We'll see.
That's now, I guess, also worth mentioning.
Big time worth mentioning. I know where you're going here. This was one of the key talking points heading into the break.
Chris Tanev skating in line rushes with his partner, Mackenzie Weegar.
The huge partner.
You would think. Now, again, you have to kind of, before you get back into the lineup, when you're injured, you practice, you do that sort of thing. So does it mean...
They do have 2 extra D, because I don't think the old Mac attack is back, Jack. Connor Mackey's down. And they did bring Gilbert up, because Mackey's waiver guy.
Yeah.
So they have 8D, which, as you're on a road trip with a guy coming off injury, not the worst case Ontario, I suppose. So we'll see. But him being back's a big thing. We talked about this team's record when he's not healthy. It's atrocious. And, Michael Stone, I think, has done the best Michael Stone he can do. You'd still like to upgrade on that spot, but keeping Zadorov on a third pair, not in the top 4, and thus, smaller minutes for... We all know how important Tanev is. I feel like I don't need to sell you on this. So him being back tonight, looking that to be the case, is a huge win. Think about portions of the schedule. They have 9 days they didn't play. There's been some 9-day stretches they played a lot of hockey. There's never a good time to get injured, but all things considered, man, he could have missed a lot of games here, and it looks like he might escape with only missing 2?
Yeah, because he missed the 2 before the break plays tonight. You're not wrong. You just hope that you're good, right?
You good?
And like in a week, it's not going to be, you rushed him back. Now he's got to...
I just think it's just the way he plays. I mean,
just make sure you're all right.
A shitload of shit, but
because it looked like
don't get hurt again. Yeah,
it's dislocation. You pop out. What'd you do? Is the old doctor? Well, you can't be any more injured than you already are. You can't injure it further. So if you can handle the pain, if you can tolerate it, then get out there.
He's a pain toleration guy.
He's a tolerator.
Sure, he's a tolerant fellow.
Big time tolerator.
He's tall.
More in the game in a moment. Last week, Montana's Barbecue and Bar. We gave away a $25 gift
We're
card.
Scaling this up, man.
Well, that's what we do, eh? Take something, make it a little bigger, a little better. Montana's Barbecue and Bar, bringing back the viewing party. They want you to get out of the house. They want you to come by. They have the brand new comfort menu that they unveiled last month. It continues to roll. Creamy mac and cheese, apple crisp, chipotle firecracker burger, pot roast soups, your spinach dip. It is the delicious comfort menu at Montana's. This week, $50 gift card.
Ooh, you can do some damage with 50.
Quick $50 gift card. We'll give it away at the end of the week. You can use it however you want. Monday, of course, half price wings. That'd be today.
They do tacos on Tuesday, which is a good move.
They do tacos on Tuesday.
Ribs on Wednesday. That $50 get you going.
Oh, sure. Then it'd be the hard thing. What day am I going to go? When am I going to do it? The ribs on the Wednesday? Am I going to go have those wings on the Monday? I can't decide for you. I understand, and I hear you.
You sympathize.
The struggle is real. There's no doubt about it. Also worth mentioning, if you enjoy a nice cold Molson Canadian,
you rang
with any of the items from the comfort food menu, you could win. You could be a winner of a Molson beer fridge. Every location giving away a beer fridge. So you sign up when you buy that Molson's product, you get the little, you put that in. And there is the grand prize of a trip for two to the NHL Awards in Nashville.
Oh.
Montanas.ca. Montanas.ca for the location nearest you this week. $50 gift card. Thank you, Montana's. Delicious.
If you won a trip to the NHL Awards in Nashville, I don't know, you go to the awards.
Never get there.
You're in bleeping Nashville. That's amazing. That'd be the greatest thing you'd ever win. You wouldn't even go.
If you're the winner, congrats from Montana's and from us here at Barn Burner. By all means, go to the game.
The awards?
I probably would not go to the game.
The awards, yeah.
Or whatever the hell it is.
It's not even a game. Go to the game.
Go to whatever. I don't even, that's how invested.
Although you could get another Yuri Hoodler. I have no shoes on.
Yeah.
So like Nashville, there'll be a level of, yeah. Some guys will be buzzing the tower in there.
Gotta move my camera.
What's wrong?
Because when I talk to you, I got the full. It's like I'm ignoring. Our value because it's usually right about.
Yeah, we changed angles. I get that.
Yeah, so we'll work on it.
You look pretty cool though in those glasses. I gotta tell you, I like this vibe.
I did. Me too. Yeah.
I'm the second coolest guy on the show today. It's not easy.
Today.
Whew.
So the Rangers. Not going oddly.
I was going to mention what time I text you when I don't see a response until the next morning. Cool guy, but I'll leave that for another moment. Do you go to bed at like 4 p.m.? This is a remarkable stuff.
No, or I ignore you.
There's probably a strong possibility of that too.
But I did. See, here's the thing. The woman I lived with out of town.
Roommate, yeah.
So I had to
go to bed early.
Make sure you get the kids. Have the shower. The lunches are made. And do they have the thing? Because you're going to need on Mondays. They take this and then there's that. So I had to make sure.
It's like explaining something to a pet owner. I've never seen a dog before. Tell me how to. I got to feed the dog and it needs to pee. Like you've been around for how many years as a parent here?
It's a long time.
You're still getting the list on how to water them and feed them and put them down.
And what's great? Full list of here's what all of this sort of thing. Still had to text this morning. Yeah, where's that thing?
It's missing out of the backpack.
Hey, listen, doing morning radio. I wasn't around the house for 15 years for this whole thing.
I know when you got up so early. I love it there.
What time did you text?
Like 8:30?
No.
I think so.
I was up late.
You sure weren't looking at my texts late. I like to get the old Sunday get ahead where I look at the week and say, okay, what can we get ahead of rather than, when we're in here prepping for the show.
T's and P's to everybody out in Buffalo.
8:52.
Was it? Wow.
It's not 8:30, but it's almost, my kids are just into bed. So, you know.
Yeah. Buffalo, New York. Earthquake today.
What?
A 3.8 magnitude.
What the hell's going on with Buffalo?
I don't know.
They only get extreme, crazy, batshit nuts weather.
According to ABC News, 3.8 magnitude earthquake struck the suburbs of Buffalo, New York early this morning, according to the U.S. Geological Survey.
Now, 3.8 doesn't seem like a big number. I need to. Do
what
we
the
have
hell?
A seismologist in to chat with us?
Well, I took that in college.
You took what?
It was an option.
What was that?
The seismologist course. You know what it is, though?
No.
Another reason. Why the fuck would you move to Buffalo?
It doesn't make any sense.
Shitty weather, earthquakes. Like, what do you...
4 meters of snow.
Definitely leave Calgary to move to Buffalo.
Just regular cancellations of sporting events. Yeah.
I mean, listen, not making fun. I hope everybody's okay. I've not seen this happen not that long ago. So I hope that everybody is safe there. It's crazy that would happen there. You would not think of that as I don't think, as a earthquake rich area of the globe.
I did not know there was a fault there. Or then there may not be. That is the last place I would expect an earthquake, or one of the.
Yeah.
They got volcanoes nearby we haven't heard about? What the hell's going on there? Tsunamis coming off
Mount Shoveler.
Lake Ontario?
Erupted. Yeah. So back to the game for tonight. The Rangers. You had said for the Flames, maybe. Great, good news in Jay Pelt's going to be back in the lineup on the second line.
Tanev,
maybe some Chris Tanev in there. Also on the Rangers, you said, maybe a bit of a break there.
Maybe. I feel like we're jinxie pants here. I don't want to say it's a break, but
it's for sure jinxie pants.
I think if you were a general manager right now and you could grab any goaltender on planet Earth to build around, you take Igor Shesterkin. I think he's that good. He's not playing tonight. Now, the backup's not a bad goalie. In fact, he's probably one of the more underrated goalies of the last 10, 15 years. But it ain't Shesterkin, it's Jaro Halak going for the blue shirts at home. Shesterkin, of course, was at the All-Star game. He had to shoot with the goalie stick in that stupid thing with the surfboards on the beach and the dunk tanks. You didn't see this.
No, I saw it. Because stupid Walker wanted to talk about it.
Oh, jeez.
Went and looked at it this morning.
So he's got bad sunburn or something, hangover, sunburn, bad combo. Get the aloe vera.
He's having fun, whatever. He's playing with the goal stick.
No, that's great. But Halak tonight.
So Shesterkin doesn't go. It'll be Jaro Halak. And oddly, in 2 meetings that the Flames have had with Shesterkin, they've played very well against him. So does that weigh into, because they put 6 up on him at the Dome, and then they went back to MSG last year and actually played against them pretty well.
They're 2-0 and they lit him up. You had a goals against of $1 billion or something like that. I don't know if that played in or not. It's also got coming back from Miami.
Yeah.
How are you feeling after Miami? You ready for your best work the next day?
Man, took you a while? Remember, we brought COVID back.
That was you, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that's us.
That's our sales team.
More you than us, all those salespeople.
No, I was warding it off all that
friggin'
Hugel smoke.
Friggin' Hugel. So yeah, now I guess the question is, so he's not playing. Nazem Kadri, you're playing though, right?
You better be.
You better be playing. You better be playing.
It's team leader in goals.
Better be playing.
Get your ass out there. No. You see Pete McDavid in the shooting thing?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was good.
You hang a banner for that? If we were in Nashville, we'd do that. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Eliminated McDavid in shooting accuracy round 2. 2023 All-Star game banner.
So what do the Flames need to do here? We talked about this, I guess, last week.
Yeah, I think we had the clip go on social. This is a 4-game road trip, Dean.
Rangers tonight. 2 days off. Thursday, Detroit. Saturday in Buffalo, a 10:30 a.m. Mountain start.
Daryl loves those afternoon games for craziness.
And then to Ottawa to play Alex and the Senators before returning home. What are they talking like in politics? We can see there is a path to victory there's a path.
Yeah, sure. You got to win this state, and we got to do this here, and when get Arizona, and then there's Michigan.
The incumbents need to hold
Florida
their own
here,
and all this sort of thing. There is a path for the Flames to do this.
Yeah.
You need to beat the opponents that seem beatable. You're not going to beat them all.
Yeah.
Just means then you're going to have to maybe do something against somebody you would expect not to do, potentially.
I feel like it's easier if they didn't start with the only playoff team they're going to face on the road trip. Like the Rangers are quite good at a lot of things. I was looking at it today. And surprisingly, it's not the power play where you have Fox, Zibanejad, Kreider, Panarin. Like it's a very meh power play relative to where they rank in a lot of other categories. If they finish the road trip with New York, you're like, go get them, boys. But this is going to be their best foe on the trip. It doesn't mean it'll be their toughest game or the worst result, but there is not a team as good as the Rangers in the standings that they'll face on this trip. And the 3 kind of feel like sneaky tough. Buffalo's feeling good. Detroit's certainly not a pushover anymore. I mean, it's a bit of a roller coaster, but when they're right, they're good. And Ottawa, they had a little momentum going heading into the All-Star break.
Well, and remember, the Ottawa game, for the Flames, they would have flown out yesterday. It's a week today.
Yeah.
So that'll be
last of a road trip.
That whole thing.
It's a Monday game.
Gross, potentially.
Monday in Canada.
Rangers have been rolling as of late. Since the start of December, 5 regulation losses.
Okay.
So much like the Flames, getting some points, 16, 5, and 4 over that stretch. And you talk about maybe things that are a little bit odd. Shesterkin in net, one of the best goalies on the planet. Their goals against is,
do you want me to read
I
it for
guess,
you?
well,
2.59. They're third best in the NHL. You probably sorted the wrong way and you have them third.
Well, no, I want to go back now because I
2.59 goals against, third best in the NHL.
That's potentially not what I was going to tell you about.
It's numbers, Dean. I just would tread lightly.
Yeah, I know.
Approach with caution.
My fucking eyeballs, eh?
Math and eyeballs is a bad combo here.
The power play is interesting, though. I was going to say that was the point I was going to make. You can see the path. How does it? Markstrom, be a little bit better. Be a little bit better. You're in all these friggin' 1-goal games. You get into extra time, just a little bit better. You feel like just that's worth something. The power play
for the Flames got to be better.
25th in the National Hockey League. We keep bitching about this. Their power play 0 for 7. They had last 3 games, no power play goals. Help yourself.
Yeah.
You're not completely devoid of talent. I get it. You don't have the line from last year. Your power play was top 5. If not top 10, top 5, somewhere in there last year. You should not be bottom of the league.
Nope.
How about be middle of the pack?
Yeah, you'd take sort of, somewhere between 12 and 18 sitting there for sure, yeah.
Because what's one goal here and there for this team?
This team, it's a lot.
It's a lot with
for some teams. Last year's team was not a lot. For this team seems to exclusively only play 1-goal games. So 1 goal does mean a lot.
Get a goal a week. Get a goal every whatever.
On the power play. Let it go.
Not asking a lot. Just a little bit. Because I feel a little bit is a lot. A little's a lot, Ryan.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
A little can be a lot.
And if Markstrom somehow plays well tonight, there's a pathway for him to get some more starts.
There's a path.
So there's 8 points on this road trip. Do you want to go there? There's 8 points. You have 1 playoff team. My simple math equation would be, okay, 6 out of 8, that's a successful road trip. Yeah. You'd love to do better, but it certainly wouldn't be hard to do worse, given that I think these are 3 tricky outs, the non-playoff teams, because they're all teams that I think are moving in the right direction and that, view themselves as on the upswing and playoff teams in the near future, not, a declining old roster, but young, plucky, fun, we believe type teams.
Remember, as long as they get more points than games.
No. God, no.
That's what
No, a 5-point road trip's not a success here.
Is that not what we heard?
Well, I mean, if you want to stay in 9th, sure.
They got more points than games on the road trip. Well, you're something.
That's not me. It's Daryl. There's some hogwash there.
It's impossible to do, right? Because the Rangers, they're a good hockey team.
Yes.
They're better on the road than they are at home, but what does that mean tonight? Like you said, first game after a break and this whole thing and Halak, I don't know how you handicap this game tonight.
Nobody practiced yesterday. It's just a game day skate.
Detroit? Okay, beat Detroit. Buffalo, complete wild card. They came in here and ran their show
back
at the
start
of the year. Yeah. And I feel like the Sabres are probably better now than they were then.
The Flames will take it more seriously than they did in October. I'd guarantee that. But this is a tough out. They score too.
And then, beat the Senators. So I don't know. Which Flames team?
Yeah.
Which Flames team are you getting? Are you getting an improved Flames team? Or what are you getting? Because to me, it's less about the opponents than it is about them.
I mean,
because you would have taken a Chicago.
You'd
have taken a Chicago game. Well, that's a win. Well, no, it's not. It's all on this team.
Seattle with travel, that's a loss. No, it's not.
Yeah. So figure it out.
And if you really want consistency for the Flames, it's their dedication to playing tight games. Even with a 6-1 lead, 5-1 lead in Dallas, they found a way to make it a 1-goal game. Like it's, there has been a lot of tense third periods. There haven't been a lot of, let's just run the clock. This thing's over games.
Well, when they had that big lead in Seattle, wasn't it your thing? They're going to have to work hard to let the Kraken get back.
Really going to have to work hard to lose by or win by 1. It's actually back-to-back games that have not been 1-goal games. That is quite something for this group.
Let's get into the Pinder report. You ready?
Oh.
You ready? You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right. It's a presentation of Village Honda. VillageHonda.com. The brand new Honda Passport Trail Sport is in stock. Sturdy, stout, reliable. Stop by Village Honda today in the Northwest Auto Mall. Your dealership for life. Click on that QR code. You see it right there? You go boop, QR code, and then you hit the thing, and then it'll take you to...
Check it out.
For Village Honda. Here's the Pinder report.
Well, we'll pick up where you left off there. It is Flames and Rangers tonight. Another peek at the lines you'll see on Broadway for the Calgary Flames tonight. And if you hear angels singing in your ears, you're not high as a kite. You've just finally been given the Jakob Pelletier second line role that we all wanted him to at least get a tire kick on. And there he is next to Nazem Kadri, the all-star, and Jonathan Huberdeau, who used to be an all-star until he signed a deal here in Calgary. We'll see how that line goes. I feel like that could be a massive development in the season, or it's just back to the blender if it don't work. So by all means, play well, fellows.
Do you think he was sitting there watching them hit those surfboards and dunk tanks and stuff and think, God almighty, that's my home.
Like
that's
in a good way or a bad way? He was in Bahamas, I think. I think he's doing fine.
Well, I just think in general, you look back, it's like, that's where I live. That was my home.
Man, I wish I could be hungover in the bright heat, getting sunburnt, shooting at surfboards. Damn it.
I don't want to take away. Are you going to talk about the surfboards coming up? Or
well, there's some all-star talking, and you can jump in there. As for the standings, what's at stake for the Calgary Flames? They got to pass someone, Dean. They're 9th in the West. Nashville's right on their heels, and so the two teams in the wild cards are two teams that look like they've got their poop in a group of late and are moving upwards. So you're going to have to play well just to keep pace with them, even if you can. And also hope that somebody stubs their toe. Now, Mark Stone out for Vegas. We talked about it last week. That's a huge blow to them. Probably their most important player, you could argue, and may or may not play the rest of the season. That certainly, Vegas is going to get first to run away with the division. Hang on. We'll see. But they got to get her going. Points are at a premium to be sure. Here's your schedule for the month of February. We talked about it. It's pretty light. There's Monday, Thursday this week, Monday, Thursday next week. There's not a lot of some big breaks between games. And then it gets busy in that third week of Feb, as you can see, where they'll play 4 games in 6 days. That a busy. But right now, this is a nice little soft landing spot coming out of All-Star break. You got 6 games in 14 days here. That's not bad. Okay? Go do it.
This is it.
There you go. Right there.
This.
And you got Wings Rangers, the entire season series being played in the next, 2 weeks?
Don't be sitting there at the end of the month and you're getting shit pumped by Boston and think, man, if we could just do this whole month over again.
Man, I wish we tried against Ottawa. Damn it.
If we could just go back. Remember we had those 4 that 4-game roadie right out of the break and thought they were winnable games. Just do it. It's right there.
As for the Rangers, a couple lineup notes for them. Julien Gauthier out. Sammy Blais in. Jaro Halak in net. We'll get to the Betway Bets later, but there's some familiar faces over in New York too. Okay. Remember that. Are you ready for a Frank bomb? Frank bomb. It's a Frank bomb. How about this? Brock Besser. Could he be a Flame? We're less than a month away from the NHL's trade deadline. Get used to this type of conversation. Is this the buy low opportunity the Flames have to get a shooting, finishing, scoring winger? Or is this a guy that has played his best hockey already after, a 38-goal rookie campaign or something like that?
Guy could shoot it.
So good article from Frank up there. Check that out.
So I mean, I know we want to tell you to go to what's the website that Frank has? The
Daily FaceOff.
That's right.
Check it out.
Can you give us a little?
Well, I mean, I think he absolutely is the type of player the Flames would love to, buy low on. The cap is going to be a nightmare. And, is Vancouver willing to eat some money? Okay, probably. How much? I don't know. But either way, you already have built-in raises for Vladar, Uyghur, and Huberdeau that have you up against what we think the cap may be. Also, you don't really have clarity on what the cap's going to be. I do think the PA and the league will negotiate a middle ground between a small jump this year and a huge jump next year. But until that happens, you don't know. So I think the challenging part isn't saying, would Brock Besser fit with the Flames? I think he would. I think the challenging part is, how do you make that money work? Because he's not a rental. He's got term. If the cap, you could fit it in, that would be a good thing.
I do wonder if that's for the Flames, though, and we heard it when they did the Toffoli deal, if you were going to give up assets to get a guy, you'd rather have
some term.
If
you can fit him in, yeah. The other thing is the price point that I was surprised me how low it was. There was talk about the Buchnevich deal, which was a second rounder in Sammy Blais. There was talk, like there was no suggestion of a first. It was all somewhere between a second and a third and a roster player. That's how low the stock is on Besser right now and how the market views his salary versus his work. So it's an interesting read and lots of Flames chatter in there from Frank the Tank.
It's hard not to be intrigued.
Yeah.
He's 25. He's already demonstrated what he can do. Now, that said, do you have some Sean Monahan dark clouds lurking here? Because he also was a guy that performed at a very high level. And there's not a lot of 82-game seasons in there for Brock Besser.
No, there isn't. No, the last two, so 71 would have been almost the full slate. 56 shortened year, 57 shortened year. But yeah, that's he hasn't been a model of health.
And his boots been one of
great. You're already a little slower than you probably want to be. Good food for thought, though. Go read the Frank Bomb. Speaking of former Canucks moving. How about the Islanders? We saw the trade last week. They get an extension done with Bo Horvat. Here's Lou Lamoriello when chatting with the media about said Horvat extension. $68 million over 8 years. 8.5 per.
Still stand, or can you let us know what you think?
Well, all I can tell you is it's too long and it's too much money. So you want the truth?
No. Well, that was going to lead into my next point.
Next question.
Oh, jeez.
Friggin' Lou.
If Lou could just find the guys signing these deals and let them know.
Chopping it up.
It's too much term. It's too much money.
Yeah.
Good player. Here's my concern, and it's not for the Islanders, who are kind of pot committed with an old and like locked in forward group. I like their goalie. I don't think they're that good. And if you're Brock, so you're there for the next 8 years plus this year. That's 9 seasons. How many times do you think you're going to make the playoffs there? They got no prospects in the cupboard.
I liked them when Trotz was their coach.
Liked them more, but even then we saw the, like the Palmieri, Pajot, like they're long in the tooth. Cizikas, like they're not bad, but they're going to get worse because they're guys coming out of their prime, not going into their prime. I looked at their roster. They have 3 players under 27. I hadn't heard one of them.
Yeah, it's not.
Wallstrom and Barzal are the only guys you've heard of that are under 27.
Is that an aging GM? Got to get it here before, how many years I got left as a GM here? Let's.
I don't think he's there to see years 8 and 9 of Horvat on the island.
I mean, that said,
feels like a guarantee.
How don't you like Horvat?
Because you love Horvat, the player, no doubt,
right? And the guy.
You didn't need a center though. Look at Barzal on the way.
Well, I mean, whatever. For me, it's almost less about them and it's about Vancouver.
Yeah,
the whole JT Miller, Horvat, Pedersen, just everything.
Demko's name floating out there now. That was unheard of. If you'd mentioned that this past offseason. What?
We talked a lot with Rhett about it, and he says it takes some balls. The easy thing is just to give the guy all the money and all the years to keep him. Hey, well done. You signed him.
Yeah.
Well, is this a deal where in 3-4 years from now, you look back and think, thank goodness that we didn't sign Bo Horvat? I think you can probably make that case because he's going to have to be a tremendous player to live up to an $8.5 million contract for 8 years.
Into his mid-30s. I don't disagree with that. My question would be, could they have gotten more than what they got if they waited another month? Because they made this deal a month out of the deadline, and it doesn't feel like a home run. We don't know where that Islanders pick. It could be number 1 in 2 years. It could also be the 16th overall pick this year, which might not be that sexy at all.
Yeah,
you might need to wait 3 years on pick 6. I don't know.
You hang on, you risk injury, I guess. The scenario there was so toxic. Anything you hear out of Vancouver from it's just how friggin' bad that room is and how just the morale and everything is just the shit. So maybe you had to make a deal now. I don't know. But there's no question that if Horvat stays healthy and plays at that clip, you would get more for him at the end of.
I think so. Yeah, he's on pace for 50. That's nuts. And you look, it might not be the full as many pieces, but I think you could get a big haul from a team like Boston or Colorado that's like, hey, we don't have intentions of signing this guy. We're trying to go win a cup.
Yeah.
Here's our next 2 or 3 firsts. We'll see. We won't see because he's been traded already. 6 other games in the NHL tonight as we're back into it, but not fully back into it, as some teams that played late into last week will go further this week without playing. There's your slate. Interestingly, Tampa and Florida, the Panthers, they, in a situation not dissimilar from the Flames, more of an uphill climb. They got to get their shit together. And that's one of the better rivalries in the NHL in Florida, coming off All-Star weekend. I feel like that'd be a fun one if you had a second screen going tonight. And then, of course, it's the Hughes Bowl with the Devils and Canucks.
Right.
Did they trade Quinn before the game? Get all 3 Hugheses on the same team?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Fair. We'll move along.
Sorry, I just wanted to double back on the Panthers. They're 3 out of a wild card, but they've played more games.
Yeah, it's them or Washington, it feels like, for that last spot. And Washington's been ahead of them almost all year.
Not that you would ever redo that trade, I don't think, if you're Florida.
They're missing some things too.
But how the hell could that team miss the playoffs? How?
Doesn't look good on Paul Maurice. And I think it's not a stretch to suggest you can not be overwhelmed by Mackenzie Weegar here, but also understand how important he was to Aaron Ekblad. For whatever reason, that pair worked so well together, and Ekblad's been good, not great without him, and you're paying him to be great.
It's like Kunitz.
Cooney?
Chris Kunitz. You know? Is he a great player? He's a good player. Slot him with the right guy, a la Sid. Sid loved playing with him. Why?
Yeah.
Just something about those 2 guys.
Playing with Sid, eh? Weird.
But I mean, lots of guys have played with Sid and didn't necessarily.
No, I
got him in the Olympic team, for Christ's sake.
I'm being cheeky, but you're right. Like, there's certain guys that really work well together.
You know, it's like me and you.
Totally. Is it? Is it like that? Am I Sid? You're Sid, aren't you? Damn it. Here's, speaking of guys that worked well together, here's a couple photos that'll warm your heart from the All-Star game. And or just, hope you have a barf bag in your... Oh, Jesus.
They both made it.
These buggers.
Bitches. I only eat cheese pizza. That's what he's saying right there.
Yeah. Man. Chucky's looking good with the tan. He's got that style figured out.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
13 should still be.
Look at this here. Oh, man.
Look at Chucky, sunburnt.
So I think some of the Flames Twitter was having fun, like, hey, caption this photo. And it's, everyone's up in the fields and moaning. And then the people are like, yeah, we're going to finish 32nd. Oh, yeah, we'll be done soon, too. We can golf real quick. So, I mean, it hasn't gone great for these guys as much as it has gone great for these guys in a way.
Oh, be careful.
It's weird, right? Yeah. I mean, Florida could get in. Columbus ain't. Like it, but hard, though. Speaking of All-Star games, it was announced that next year's mid-season not classic will be going to
Calgary.
Toronto.
Oh.
About time Toronto had a major hockey event. And Mike Rupp from the top rope with an epic tweet celebrating that. What a perfect way to celebrate Austin Matthews' farewell tour. Free agent after next year.
Good boy, Rupp.
He's an all-star only all the time when he's healthy.
Now, at the same time, are we all prepared? If nothing changes, are we all prepared for how force-fed we're going to be of that storyline?
It's already happening.
But, dude.
It'll be nuts. It'll be absolutely insane.
It's already happened. But you're not hearing about it every single day.
July 1st, they are able to sign an extension. That is the 1 year before he becomes a free agent. You can negotiate and come to terms on an extension. That will be a massive storyline this June.
And for him, even if it may have nothing to do with wanting to be in Toronto or not wanting to be in Toronto, you're not signing it.
I don't know that you would. Even if you want to sign in Toronto, you probably get more money if you wait. And you also probably want clarity on where the cap's going to be. You're not going to get that sooner. You're going to get later.
Like what superstar has gotten less as time went on?
No.
Right? Even if he has a shitty year next year.
No, he's too young and too good. Yeah.
Pay.
He can miss all of next year with an injury and still go get 13 million, no sweat.
It's gonna be impossible to stomach, but incredible theater next year.
And here's the thing. We don't even know what the cap is next year when it's just as we're about to see this IOU getting paid off, players to owners. The following year is when the huge jump's coming. If I'm his agent, until I know what the cap is for not next year, the last year's deal, but the following season, his first on a new contract, there's no way I'm signing anything. Because if the cap's 95 million versus like, what are we at, 84.5 now? I ain't signing shit until I know that big number's out there.
No way you sign.
Yeah.
which has got to be a sick feeling in the gut for Dubas, knowing that you could roll out Max.
Yep.
And you're probably not going to get it done.
Max would be 15 a while ago. It's north of that now. And we've never seen a Max salary. Could be the first.
And you could argue he might be one of those guys that would justify
when he's healthy, he's sort of on pace to score 55 to 60 a year. That's the skill that gets paid the best in this league.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll move along. You've seen Michigan's. You ever seen a backhand Michigan?
No.
You ever seen a backhand Michigan from a Toledo walleye?
Safe to say, no.
Let's go to the video as we found this on the old Instagram. You're going to pay attention here. Backhand. Woo! Kids are good here. I can't believe they're playing music in-house. Is this like the NBA where they're zinc? How does he do that?
Yeah, I guess he does have it off the ice, right?
It's off the backhand. He scoops it, not the forehand. Whoop! Good luck stopping that.
Well, have fun, kids. You know, get out in the driveway and start shooting pucks.
It's crazy. Like, I got 7 and 8-year-olds trying Michigans in practice. Wild. Love it. NFL, it is Super Bowl week, Dean. We got more on that coming up. And the teams have arrived in the Super Bowl hosting city of
Calgary.
Close. Phoenix, Arizona. It'll be
Phoenix.
Waste Management Super Bowl chaos. And here they are. Look at this. Chiefs Kingdom plane. There you go. That they just landed after it's a Philly thing. Eagles landed. Pilots love flags out the windows, apparently. I didn't know those windows opened.
Should those open?
I don't know that they should. I'm a little nervous knowing those windows open.
If you can't open a window in Vegas,
seriously,
you should not be able to open.
Why do you need that? Is the guy got to hack a dart halfway over the pond? Like, we don't need those windows opening. Yeah. That doesn't need to be open.
Dude.
Jeez. All right. Big game coming up Sunday.
Can't wait.
You're going to tell us about that later, where we all need to be.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's deals, and then there's, that's got to be a typo. That's too much of a deal to be real. We got one of those coming up on Sunday.
That's right.
Finally, there's some things in life we just, coincidence or not, we just love them. We got a law firm in town, and we aren't seeking legal advice. But I believe if you're in the New York area, there's one you got to at least have a chuckle about. This is the Pond Lahaki law firm.
Come on.
You like Pond Lahaki?
Pond Lahaki.
Not unreal.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably not as good as McLeod Law, but
guaranteed they're not.
Sick name.
Figure it out.
Yeah. That's how we close the Pinder Report today.
There you go.
Little Pond Lahaki for you.
Pinder Report, a presentation of Village Honda. Get ready for the all-new 2023 Honda Accord. The all-new generation. Redesigned, redefined sophistication. They've got that, they got the Google built in. The spirited hybrid powertrain is an option. Expected later this month. Feel it, touch it, smell it, taste it. The all-new 2023 Honda Accord. Visit Village Honda in the Northwest Auto Mall for more details. Your dealership for life.
Don't taste it. Please keep your tongue off the vehicle. Thank you, sir. Sniff, don't lick.
That's right. That's right. Now, you were saying we'll be talking about the something later on. It is Super Bowl week. It is Super Bowl weekend coming up.
You got to get your plans together, Dean.
Figure it out. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You're a day-at-a-time guy, but you need to start getting your Sunday sorted today. Okay?
Because if you just wait,
you're screwed.
Hooped.
You're absolutely screwed.
Be potentially hooped. You see it there, Grey Eagle Casino. The event center, but it's for this purposes. The Grey Eagle Resort and Casino in the Stage Bar. We have got the big game watch party. Boomer Pinder going to be there from Barn Burner. Maybe somebody. I mean, is the Wolfie coming? It's not going to be Rhett. I mean, I'm not. Because if I say, somebody else might be there, maybe Rhett's coming. Rhett's not coming.
I mean, to be fair, if he was going to come and sneak attack us, it would be very on brand to do it at Super Bowl.
It'd be a good time to do it. But we are going to be at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino this Sunday. And you could be too. Now, because we went and we sized it up. The old Stage Bar.
Did a flyby on Friday there.
Did a flyby.
It's looking good.
We found a good little location. Now, there's no reserved seating.
You got to get your ass down there. Let's go.
Rush seating, whatever you want to call it, but there's no reserved tables or anything like that. Unless you come with us. We're going to have a special VIP table set up. And we're no donkeys. We're no schlubs
I believe in the casino business, are we high rollers? Is that
we're whales?
We're whales. We're totally whales.
We're goddamn whales, is what
one
we
of
are.
Us is.
So anyway, we've got we're gonna have our table set up VIP, and you can join us if you win one of the pair of tickets to come and see and be with us on Sunday.
You can join us at the VIP table where your seat is reserved. The only way to get a reservation in the whole damn joint is to win the contest to sit with us to watch the Super Bowl. Get in on it. You're looking at me like I screwed something up.
No, you're good. You just can't see me because I'm wearing these cool shades.
I don't know where you're looking. Your face is facing at me. I don't know where your eyes are.
Yeah, I know.
Let me look now.
Rolling back in my head. Now. So what do we want to? We were going to.
Here's what I propose.
Little social media. Everybody said, "What if you don't have Twitter? What if you?" I don't know what to tell you. It's 2023. I don't know what to tell you. If you're not on social media, then it puts you at a bit of a disadvantage, I suppose. But maybe just get on social media, if only for this. Get on there. Subscribe to the FlamesNation YouTube. Subscribe to FlamesNation. Subscribe to Barnburner. The whole thing. If only just so you can be a part of these giveaways.
We're done with Yellow Pages. It's kind of the way the world's moving here.
Yeah, okay? We're not firing cassettes and CDs around anymore. Let's go.
Yeah,
come on.
Are people still camping out overnight to get tickets? No, they're doing it online. World's changing. Get some social media.
It's on your phone.
Let's go.
So anyway, send us a photo of what you're going to be wearing on Sunday. Even if
big game.
I don't know
what are you wearing,
because I feel like usually you get in shit when you wear a jersey to a game where that team isn't playing. But I feel like Super Bowl is different. I feel like NFL.
Yep.
I feel like
you got to rep your team.
Different.
Never mind if you're a Fly Eagles Fly or a Chiefs Kingdom guy.
Well, yeah,
or gal.
So FlamesNation Twitter account, FlamesNation Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Send us a photo of what you're going to be. What are you donning?
Show us your threads.
Who are you going with? What are you wearing? What are you doing? So that we know whether you are worthy of sitting at our table.
If you're going to be with the whales and the high rollers.
Follow FlamesNation. Follow Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. And maybe tag a buddy. Who you going to come with? That whole thing.
Show us what you're wearing, you turds.
And then if we go Friday's enough time, right?
Give it away Friday?
Yeah.
Sooner's better, but sure. Yeah. Maybe we contact our winner Thursday. We announce the winner Friday. How's that sound?
Oh, maybe whatever. Yeah.
Spoiler
alert.
Princey turf.
So anyway, get online. Let's go this Sunday. And even if you're not a VIP, get there early because it's gonna be worth it.
Yes.
$12 gets you a pitcher of beer and a plate of wings. Dozen wings, pitcher of beer, $12. That's right. $12, wings and pitcher of beer.
Because if you had put or instead of and, that's still a very good deal.
You'd still be thinking, oh, that's not too bad. Yeah,
like a pitcher of beer for $12, that's not bad. It's and, not or. And.
Correct. In addition to that, they are going to have draws. 4 draws for some free slot play and a grand prize draw. You could win a 65-inch Samsung TV and sound bar. We'll make that draw at the conclusion of the big game.
That'd be great.
So come on.
I think I'm going to wear that sequin tuxedo thing with a jersey underneath.
You should, yeah.
Yeah,
you definitely
Do you have a tuxedo or a bow tie you could wear?
No.
Maybe a top hat?
No.
Dean, we're whales. We got to look the part.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Putting a tire on this fat neck. Not ideal.
Okay, we'll just get a fancy hat. Maybe a cane?
Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. The place to be every weekend, but specifically this Sunday for the big game watch party.
Do you have a monocle? I feel like a monocle. Pull it out of the...
No, I don't. Sadly, I don't.
I was trying to help here.
I know you are. I see Warner is in the chat.
Oh,
so he's all right.
He's landed or is in the air still?
Hola, what is with the shades?
He's landed or he's got that.
Get your Bills jersey on. So I don't know if he's landed. Maybe he's got Wi-Fi in the plane. I'm not sure. He is.
There
making
he is.
his
The Rhett's
way.
turn.
Yeah, there he is. Hey, Rhett. Making his way back from South Florida up to Buffalo, and we'll join myself for a little afterburner tonight.
Ooh,
early game. What are we doing? 5:30 tonight?
Yeah, that's right.
5:30
on Broadway,
Madison Square Garden, and then shortly after we'll do afterburner, myself and Retro, and then the game tomorrow. We're gonna have for the show tomorrow. Look back on that. Get ready for Detroit on Thursday. Frank Seravalli going to be in. Frank Bomb.
It's a Frank Bomb. Yeah.
I
don't want to rain all over your parade. You really want people to listen to this afterburner in the morning.
I do.
Do you know what time people are going to consume this tonight? Kids will be in bed. You'll be done already.
Yeah, it'll be.
Zip this thing out tonight. Let's go.
Listen, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
You go ahead. Do it. You listen when you want to listen.
We're
just telling you. Go ahead. Get it on your phone. Subscribe to it. Bing. Oh, it's up. I can listen to it right now. Bing, bing, bing. There it is.
Bing, bing, bing.
Wolverine is our guy. He does everything for us. And
I always say, it's our sales guy. That's selling him so short.
Then there's that other guy in Toronto. I trust him or not. Either way, the data is suggesting that we have a lot of people that are watching and downloading, and we're thankful for all of you. Like a little more, but we're thankful for what we've got. But a lot of you, like more than half, consuming, not subscribing.
Unacceptable.
The subscriptions.
We need subscriptions here.
Really help us.
Yeah.
It's big for us. If this whole thing is going to be sustainable, which right now, not sure, could really use some subscribers and some likes and for sure views and listens.
Well, that part we're doing great.
You know what?
Thank you guys.
Watch it and then watch it again. Just keep it on a loop.
Just subscribe. I think you're making this too hard, people. They're already watching. Just give them a subscribe.
So subscribe. So subscribe to it, and that'll go a long way to helping us. And I'm joking. We're so thankful for we sit down on Monday. So what do we got this week? Well, Monday we got Badeep, Tuesday, Badeep, Wednesday, Thursday.
Well, Wednesday we should go there, and then Thursday we got to swing down here, and then Friday we got the thing there, but that might go next week.
Yeah, it is tremendous. What is it? Jared at thenationnetwork.com would be his. I'm
a little disappointed we don't have Wolverine at the Nation's Network or something like that, but maybe we could doctor one up.
JARROD, Jarrod at thenationnetwork.com. If you want any details on sponsorship opportunities for Afterburner, for Barn Burner, for potentially new shows,
upcoming events,
there you see it. Contact Jared, 780. Lives here now, though. You know what? It's different now. With cell phones being what it is, right? You don't need to change your phone. 780-940-8985. Or yes, email Jarrod, Jarrod at thenationnetwork.com.
Did he do that collab? He got the Grammy with Ja Rule, or was that the different guy?
Different guy.
Cash money.
Different guy. But we're having some fun. We're thankful for everything. We got a lot on the go. It's going to be a fun spring.
Yes. We're close to lots of big things happening here. It doesn't, it feels like, you just did Afterburner and you got the show go. I feel like the broadcast side we're humming, but we got some other pillars we got to build out here.
Yeah, we got lots on the go. And you know what? Flames, if you want to make the playoffs.
If you want to make us some playoffs.
That'd be friggin' deal.
Yeah.
Just fine with us.
You want to go ahead and not miss the playoffs? That'd be fantastic for business.
So where's the old calendar here?
What are you looking for?
I just want to know how many days we got till Valentine's.
Oh, man.
Because you start getting ready. Oh, Super Bowl's this weekend.
It's a week tomorrow.
Woo,
a week tomorrow.
Oh, you wake up and the next day it's like, God damn, I'm hungover. Then on Tuesday, I kind of feel better. Shoot, it's Valentine's Day.
Shoot me in the face if you haven't got something figured out by then.
VinaNova.com. I was doing a little communique with Justin from VinaNova.
You talk to everyone, just not me. This is unbelievable.
That's right. I'll try my best. He was like, you know what? Let me think on it. We got about a week.
Yep.
Maybe there's something special we can do for the barn burner folk.
Really?
For all the barn burner buddies, maybe there's something we can do.
Barn burners
at VinaNova.
All right.
VinaNova.com, lab-grown diamonds. All it means is incredible savings. In some cases, 80% less than you're going to spend on a real diamond. It's the same. It's the same.
Exact same.
Same.
Mined or lab made, they're both carbon, pressed real hard, shiny, sparkly, amazing.
That's right. VinaNova.com, or you can go and visit in person. It is stunning. Like
Stephen Avenue Place, right?
I'm not a big jewelry guy.
Second floor?
Stephen Avenue Place, second floor, VinaNova.
There's a couple places there that got some nice cocktails.
Yeah, of course.
Good neighborhood there.
Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby.
Good neighbors.
But I'm happy for Justin. They did the barn burner, all you barn burner folk. You supported Justin. You came out
Christmas.
You came out big at Christmas. Do it again.
I got some people asking already. What's the name of that place again?
Yeah, what's that place?
It's VinaNova.
VinaNova.
Figure it out.
We got to do some Betway.
Yeah.
And that'll be today.
That way and be gone.
I'm not staying up late. Boom, boom, says Retro.
Yeah, so hit that thing. Let's go.
Don't need to be.
Early tonight.
Early edition of Afterburner coming up tonight.
You could be rolling by 8:39. 9, you could probably be rolling the show.
After my bedtime. but we'll do
some nights.
Do what we have to do. All right, let's do the Betway Bets of the day. You mentioned 6 games in the NHL tonight. One of them involving the Calgary Flames, our local team. And I'm going to go there with 2. You know what? It's one of those things that just, I don't know, back after the All-Star break, let's, whatever. Over 2.5 shots. It's not a huge payday.
No, that's a safe bet with the way Toff's shooting it. Safer.
He's had 3 or more shots in 8 straight games.
You kidding me?
Over 2.5 shots. All right, let's go. Minus 143. It's not a big payday, but I'm going to go there. And then a little bit more. Nazem Kadri back, maybe fatigued. You think, oh, he's probably not going to play. No, he's going to be jacked up. He's going to be ready. 1 or more assist, plus 155. 1 or more assist.
That's Pelletier's first ever goal that he's setting up, right?
That's right.
Boom.
Keep the puck. He won't be able to keep the puck for that assist tonight.
No, but you know what? He's a nice guy. He'd probably want Jay Peltz to keep it anyway.
That's right. So those are my Betway Bets of the day.
There are a few things that you can really bank on and trust in the world than former Flames screwing the Flames when they play them. I'm going to go with an Adam Fox 2-point night paying plus 260. And I just want some action on this Mangiapane Backlund Coleman line. Coleman 3-point night against Seattle. That was a while ago. They're humming, man. He's around it. He's been shooting the puck a ton, 16 shots his last 4 games. Blake Coleman, anytime goal. Look, it might not happen. Look at that number, plus 275. Whew.
Is that big game hunting?
With both the bets like that, yeah. I mean, it's not, Mika Zibanejad plus 700 first goal or something like that, but it's, these are things that are more probable to not occur than do occur. But if one of them happens, we're way ahead here.
The only thing I'll say this.
Yeah.
And again, I get lost in the sauce every once in a while.
Don't we all?
If you cash on the first one, the Adam Fox 2+ points, I feel like the Flames are going to need at least 3 goals to win this thing.
Unless
he gets a goal and an assist on the same goal.
No, they're going to, yeah. And look, if Ladar's, maybe I don't go that way.
Oh, see?
Markstrom's due for some run support. I'll say that. Okay.
There you go.
And if it's the Backlund line against the kid line, Hedl, Lafreniere, Kako, I don't know. They'd be good, I think.
Those are your Betway Bets of the day.
They are.
Get it on your phone. Get the app on your phone. Be 19. Be responsible.
You know, sir.
Oh.
Man, you're looking good in the shades. I think you got to keep those.
I think I'm getting sick. Hope I'm not getting sick.
Yeah, you going to stay home like you did last week?
That wasn't very good.
No, it was awful.
You know what, though? I'm working on the home office setup.
Yeah.
We're getting things, we're getting it dialed in.
Good. I have some other news with the Rangers we didn't talk about.
I'm dying to know.
Their last 7 games.
Yeah.
Win, loss. Win, loss. Win, loss. Win. Tonight's game. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's Barnburner.
Heavy stuff there.
From the Tower Chrysler Studios. That'll do it for today.
Gotta go with a bang.
The Rets are back tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Enjoy your day, everybody.
Let's hope that
subscribe.
Yeah,
subscribe. Just hit the thing. Just subscribe.
Do you think the tarmac's okay there after the earthquake?
I hope so. Do you think he even knows?
No, God, no.
No, he wouldn't know.
No.
Look forward to that. T's and P's, by the way. Take care of yourself, everybody. Back tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Rhett would say the Oilers suck.
Bye, buddies.